Chat.
Cool. I'll just sit here.
I swear to God, if it's Final Fantasy, I'll kill myself. I'll
Will
do
it
it.
be?
I'll do it live on stream.
See, here's the thing, Josue. Now
Hunter will.
if you didn't want to talk about it, why'd you bring it up? You're the one who's just sitting here baiting me into talking about Final Fantasy the entire time, even though I'm not going to. Like, I feel like you... See, here's the thing. With how much you brought it up, I feel like you secretly have a fucking furious hard-on for anime.
Dude, the intro to that podcast was brilliant.
Yeah,
Ranting.
it's fucking baller. Listen, all I'm saying is, think about it, right? What happens when people when like kids don't like a girl? They make fun of them, right? That's this scenario. He's fucking gaslighting me, and he wants to talk about anime because secretly he's rock fucking hard at the thought of
I'm
Sephiroth.
gonna say that's not what's happening. But we should.
I
ask
would put it
somebody.
past me. I'll tell you right now. I would put it past me, Ryan.
Like that.
Imagine unironically liking anime. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I have to say on that matter.
Listen,
Imagine
90%.
typing my name wrong in chat. What the fuck?
I will admit, 90% of anime garbage, but then there's like that 10% that actually is good. That's
Is there?
that's the part I subscribe to.
Is there?
Yeah. It just really depends, because that's the kind of the shitty thing is like some of it really is good, but then there's so much just hi, I'm borderline porn. In fact, there was one me and my friend came across. It was actually really funny, arguably, but it was titled "All You Need Is a Sister."
Okay. I've seen enough.
No, hold on, trust me.
pornography to know where this is going.
Trust me, it's bizarre at how funny and entertaining of a show it is, but it's really like bad and like it's 50% really funny, other percent it's bad. It literally just cold opens with this guy just going through what is quote unquote a normal day. For breakfast he ate his sister's panties, and at some point they fucked. I don't know.
We're gonna end this.
Hold on, that's the end of that, right?
Okay.
It was that bad, right? But then it cuts to him in his bedroom talking to his friend, because apparently that was just an erotic novel he was writing. It's not real. So like the whole joke is that there's a guy writing erotic, like, you know, hentai about all you need is sisters, so just incest porn. So like it's the parts where they show you like, oh, this is what's happening in the book, really bad, but also they go from like 0 to 100. But then when they cut and they're like, yeah, that wasn't real, it's kind of funny because it kind of pulls the fucking like rug out from under your feet. But that's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying about anime. Like some of it's good, some of it's.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. There's no such thing as a good anime.
Yeah, it's called
I know- I
Dragon
know I
Ball.
said
Dude,
it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Josue,
Oh my God.
give me your dad's phone number. I need to talk to him. I need to ask him if there exists a family photo of you as a child in a Dragon Ball shirt. I swear to God, it exists.
It doesn't exist.
Dude.
I never had a Dragon Ball
Are you trying to cancel
shirt.
Josue from a fucking anime shirt?
No. Here's something I've noticed about anime. The Latino community fucking loves Dragon Ball. The African American community loves Naruto. White people, we ruin it all. We suck. Because here's the thing, right? And like, you guys are quiet because you're like, you let Hunter burn his own bridges here. But
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the
Mhm.
fuck.
Hold on. At first I didn't think that was true, right? I'm like, no, that's just silly. But then I go to a GameStop, and there's a few times where these, like, just some fucking Latino guy comes in and buys like 6 or 7 Dragon Ball figures. Expensive
Hunter,
ones.
Turn yourself down, motherfucker. Turn yourself down right now.
Am I, are you asking me like personality wise, or am I actually too loud?
Actually too loud.
Okay. And okay, what is it? So like, right. So going to a GameStop.
Turn
and
up
it's-
Carson.
Same with me turn down Carson, or Carson turn down Carson?
No, you turn up Carson.
Okay. But give me a second. There we go.
Imagine not being able to control volume.
Wow. Anyway,
Such a shame.
So I go to GameStop a few times and I see these like Latino guys come in and they buy like 5 Dragon Ball figures and whatever, like whatever you want to like, right? But they were expensive ones and like high quality. I'm like, at first I was like, okay, that's just one incident. But then I live next to a middle school, and goddamn it, I keep seeing a fat little Latino kid wearing a Dragon Ball sweatshirt every time. And then I think, okay, whatever, that's just a few instances. And then I see, like, you go on YouTube and there's always these black guys dressed as Naruto every fucking time. And they are funny, though. Granted, the good videos, but it's always black guys, right? And then, today at work, me and my coworkers were listening to, like, some rap artist. I don't know who the fuck it was. But he specifically references Naruto. He says something about shadow clones. Like, I don't mean to put on the fucking tinfoil socks, but
Are those like
there's a
moisture looking?
there's a connection here.
I don't know. It sounds kind of xenophobic to me.
You just explained bad statistics.
Of course, I don't believe that. Obviously, I just no.
I agree. There is a very popular stereotype with the black population in Naruto, but that's understandable. It's a show that appeals.
Right? No, totally. Like it's just a show. Who gives a fuck?
But Latinos in Dragon Ball, I don't know if I can.
Look, memes aside, Hunter's actually right. Dragon Ball is an extremely popular show in Mexico.
Yeah,
even more so back in.
Yeah, but that ain't the
whenever it was
only
released.
animated show that's popular.
No,
And I'm
totally.
sure it's
It is the
extremely
only
popular with the
Japanese
population.
anime show that was popular.
Okay, but other populations also.
No, totally. Like it's
have a
not
very
just.
popular show.
I'm not saying that it's just specifically them, but it's definitely like you'll notice it in your daily life if you just start to like listen a bit more and like look a bit around, and be like, huh, that's bizarre. Because
That being said, I fucking hate Dragon Ball.
It honestly is shit. It really is. Like, fuck me, dude. It sucks. Because here's the thing, right? It started off pretty good as like a little campy adventure of kids searching for these mystical fucking wishing orbs that it was contained to one planet, right? Now they have like gods in multiple dimensions and shit, and I'm like, okay,
Oh hell yeah!
wow. Go back. Fuck. Like okay, in the new one, right? They made the main character fucking garbage. They make although they did improve the side characters a lot more. That's
God damn it.
dude, you baited me into this. You wanted this. Don't even fucking
I did not want this. I didn't want this.
No. Fuck you. You wanted this. You totally wanted this. You were like, fuck, I don't have any topics. Get Hunter to talk about anime. You fucking knew it. You fucking came in my face and was like, yeah, take it, bitch, Dragon Ball. Like, I don't know how to go with that analogy, but you wanted
Oh my
this.
god! What's our next talking point?
Look, how much?
Listen, tell me what the talking point is.
I'm starting this conspiracy now, right?
Oh
It's water
no.
wet? Oh
Okay.
hell yeah, it's wet.
For the hypothetical scenario that SN completely takes off, that this completely works out for us, that we can all quit our jobs and be like every other fucking retard on the platform, right?
Canon C200.
I want
to
to.
be just like every other retard though, because
No. I
Fuck
want
it.
to make films.
I want to set this
Okay,
theory
so now
in
you're gonna
everybody's
quarter it.
brain right now. Josue secretly loves Dragon Ball.
my god.
God. Oh my god.
Let's do this to next podcast.
All
We'll
I-
fucking bring it back up again.
That's what I'm saying though. Think about it. Did I bring up
For being
Did I
optimistic.
bring up Final Fantasy VII? Did I bring up anything about anime? No.
Oh my
Josue
god,
did.
you are right now. Let's move on.
So you might want to move on, but I want this to be I want to be fucking documented that I called it. So that way in the future when Josue is like, dude, fucking My Hero Academia, bruh, that's the shit. I want it to be fucking documented. That's all I'm saying.
That's right.
I can tell you right now, I would rather die than watch anime.
Josue, fucking tell me what our next talking point is.
Well, first off, not asking that question and just smoothly going into whatever the fuck we're gonna talk about. Like, it's raining here, so
Oh my god.
Well, it rained all day here, and it was pretty fucking nasty out, and it was windy as shit.
well, like raining as in like storm or like just rain? Because
Oh, it's just rain.
no, that's weird. I actually
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting you guys to
rain.
say that because I was like, yeah, I'm probably the only one that rains, and I was like, probably sunny over there.
it was yesterday. It's pretty nice.
That's actually how it's been all
Nice
week.
yesterday. Cut my grass. It was lit.
Nice. All week for me, it's just been like fucking gray out, which is awesome because I fucking love that weather. I love it when it's just really cloudy out and shit and may or may not rain. You don't like that?
No, I like it when it rains. I don't like it when it's just fucking gloom, though.
I kind of like it, but only because it's the kind of atmosphere I would play video games to as a kid. So it's just kind of like, oh, I like this feeling because it's associated with a good memory.
Maybe if it was
I
hot
support
as
the
shit for like
darkness.
a whole week, and then you had a day of that, it'd be quite refreshing.
Yeah.
But not for like 3 months.
Oh yeah, no, fuck that. Oh
Right.
my god, no, no, thank you. Seriously. I couldn't imagine that long. Like, in fact, I'm still, like I said, I'm surprised it's even lasted a week over here because, like, all week it's just been doom and gloom. Which, I mean, oh, so how fucking open is Wisconsin in terms of all this Corona shit for you guys?
Wisconsin's kind of strange right now.
It just
So-
got pretty open.
Is it?
both
Yeah,
places, at least.
Basically, the Wisconsin Supreme Court, not the federal court. Okay,
Mhm.
don't quote me on any of this podcast, but the Wisconsin Supreme Court basically ruled that they can't enforce it really because there is no legislation to back it.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's up to basically the counties. So Barron County, for instance, out of any of the counties, they're not really enforcing it because they don't really have a prerogative to, unless there becomes an issue.
Mm-hmm.
So Wisconsin's kind of a free for all. And Tony even said that it was the Wild West,
I
which at some bars I bet it is.
I feel like that's a
Because
pretty
they
fair
haven't
statement.
gone to the bars in fucking 3 months, and they're itching to fucking just get drunk and fucking
Right.
look at each other.
It's a little bizarre over here actually. So it's much more regulated, like because Kate Brown, God, she's so fucking stupid. So she wants to go until like July 5th or 6th. I've heard maybe the
Fuck
15th.
that.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, dude.
So
Holy.
is she governor or what is she?
I believe she is governor of Oregon.
Okay.
And that's not even just the only thing she's done that's stupid. In fact, it's what's bizarre is the enigma, the fucking anomaly that she still gets voted into office even though I hear everybody's shit on her. Like,
Yeah,
what?
but
That doesn't make sense.
Oh, you gotta vote, motherfucker.
you're
Just
not
go
in the
away.
heart of Portland though, where that's where her base is. Really.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm sure Portland probably fucking loves her, but the weird thing is, right? So we opened up, right? So the state of Deschutes, or not state of Deschutes, the county of Deschutes, fuck. We opened up like our restaurants and shit. So my restaurant, we're actually like up in business. The thing is you can only have, now I could have sworn,
Is it quarter population?
I think it's half.
Okay.
The issue is though, right? So here's the whole thing, right? As far as I keep hearing it, you can only have 25 people, including the staff, in a restaurant at a time. So
Well, that's dumb because what if the restaurant's fucking massive?
well, right. So like, imagine the staff, right? You've got so like for me,
Yeah.
we did the math. It's somewhere between like 6 and 10 people. So it's 15 customers you can actually have.
Yeah, it's really dumb because if small businesses want to get the Fed money, they
Yeah.
have to keep at least 90% of their employees. But if they can only host 25% of their customer base, then you're just paying employees.
Yep.
For no fucking
Exactly.
reason. So it's kind of strange.
The only thing is 10 Barrel here, we're making money because takeout and delivery, right? That's like our
Yeah.
biggest thing because we
Being
actually
very
have.
strictly-
Yeah, so like compared to you guys, we have Uber Eats, fucking Grubhub, all that shit, right? So
Yeah.
of course we're still making money out the fucking ass, which I guess that's good. I'm still getting decent enough paychecks. I can pay rent and buy really stupid things. So whatever, you know. But
Which we're lucky. Me and you are both lucky that we were able to keep our jobs.
yeah, no,
And
I'm not so lucky. I am not lucky at all. I got Uber fucked by this.
You got Uber fucked?
also, did you
Yeah.
do you
And
even
you weren't
have?
the only one. There was millions.
Also, do you have a job, or is it just your like radio
It's
stuff?
all just my videography,
Yeah.
and everyone fucking canceled because obviously
Oh, yeah.
they're
Okay.
fucking closed
You know what?
down,
Yeah, that's
and
a
like
good
party
point.
hosting sites are closed down.
Yeah.
So yeah,
No, it goes fucking deep.
Yeah.
it goes deep.
But like so okay, so think about this. Like so I believe it's half capacity, but I keep hearing the whole 25 customer limit or person limit per restaurant, right? So think about it. Let's say it's hypothetically, I'm right and we're down to 15 customers can only be in there at a time. They also have to be 6 feet apart in terms of seating.
Yeah.
So now let's say we fit all 15 people within there. They're all seated. And now imagine if this is like a little family, they're going to sit there and eat for like an hour. So we don't have any place to seat other people.
I think the WHO released some new guidelines. It was I think it was Friday or
Yeah.
Thursday or whatever, but it was like employers must have like checks for stuff, and they have to have employees spaced apart 6 feet and whatnot, and if they didn't meet any of that criteria, they weren't going to be able to open. But since your business is essential, it's probably
Right.
different. They can probably like, I don't care. But like if it's just an office that does, I don't know, they make scissors or something.
Right,
you
right.
know, you can't really do anything.
It's so fucking
Yeah.
bizarre right now. But yeah, no, like
Yeah,
literally,
I want to be over just like everyone else.
right. I'm honestly, I mean, there are parts of it that I'm like, yeah, I'm just chilling. It's fine. But so like what is it? So we closed today, Sunday, because we're gonna open up tomorrow. So since I'm on prep, god damn it, today sucked. And not in terms of like we worked a 12-hour day, right? We only worked like 6.5 hours. But what sucked about it was we had this huge prep list. We get there at 4 in the morning, right? And I mean it's fat. It's like a summertime list for a restaurant. Like we just sold out at the Equinox. Everyone's there. Eclipse, excuse me. Everyone's there. We're gone. We need to replenish the whole walk-in fridge, right?
Yeah.
We busted ass. Got that shit done. So we get there at 4. We got that shit done by 9 o'clock in the morning. That's how fucking efficient we are. We're a goddamn
Alright.
team.
Good.
And we had to wait to learn some new items for the menu because the head chef didn't want to show up until 9 o'clock when it's like, dude, everyone else is showing up at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Why can't you, given that you were the head honcho here? And you have to show us stuff. We were done. We were waiting for you. And so we had to wait for you so that way we can spend 2 more hours sitting there beating our dicks learning how to make a stupid fucking chicken marinade bullshit. And like, so he gets in trouble recently, right? Via there was like this little manager review, which is specifically referring to our head chef and one of like our like regional manager, whatever the fuck his title is. I don't know.
Do you work at a chain?
It's not a very big chain, but
But there is more than one.
yeah, there's like probably like 5 or 6 or some shit like that. We're owned by Anheuser-Busch, and it's not just I know we have at least 2 of them in Oregon, and I know there's one in like Idaho. Those are just the ones I know off the top of my head. So like, it's very much a West Coast thing, and there might be like one per state, but we're a little spread out, right?
Yeah, but it's not just some one-off somewhere.
Yeah, no. But so we did this whole like manager review of them, right? Because they were being shitheads. Like, so the head chef, what he kept doing was adding these big, huge bullshit prep items, like that. Now, it's one thing if you want to do something like a nicer dish, right? That's fine. Who cares? The problem is it's so fucking complicated to make that it takes up most of our fucking time in the morning. So we're going slower because we have to take time out of our day to make this big ass multi-step processed thing. When it's like, dude, we're a bar and grill. We're just making fucking burgers, dog. Like,
Buy some chicken.
like yeah, we got burgers, wings. Like, keep it fucking simple. Like,
Yeah.
holy fuck, dude.
Make them damn tasty. That's all you need.
Exactly right. And did you want to know what we had on our menu at one point? Ramen.
Like instant ramen or like
No.
homemade ramen or what?
Like, okay, we tried to make authentic ramen. We're all white, so guess what? That wasn't authentic. But what the
It's a bar and grill though that was selling authentic
Yep.
quote ramen.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that sounds very Portland. Or you're not in Portland, but
Dude,
very Oregon.
Oh my god, that alone, that mind fucks me. That blows my mind because it's like, do you guys know what type of restaurant this is? You guys,
I don't know. That's pretty strange.
yeah. Every now and again we have a special curry.
Okay.
What-
Yeah, I mean, at least it's not like spaghetti or something really stupid.
Well, guess what? We
Oh.
had bolognese, which now it's not spaghetti, but in a lot of ways it's very similar to its
Yeah.
pasta, and it has like a red sauce mac type deal. So like in a way it was very much so skirting the line.
Yeah, but that should be just like the one weird one-off that should be on the
Right,
back.
because
And
here's the
then people
thing.
will be like, okay, they sell fucking that.
Totally. And we already have mac and cheese, and it's pretty fucking similar, so fuck it, right? It's like a red sauce mac and cheese, and it's fucking baller too. It tastes delicious.
All right.
So let's say you get pizza, right? You get a barbecue chicken pizza, right? What kind of what piece of the the chicken do you think, like what piece of meat would you normally probably get on your pizza?
On pizza, it's always turkey, not turkey, chicken breast that goes on pizza.
You are 100% correct.
Oh yeah.
Guess what we're using? The thigh.
Huh?
Guess how much I hate that fucking meat. So much. Because it's not that the meat's bad, right? It's that it's really tendony, and sometimes there are fucking bones and shit. And it's just, there's so much more bullshit to it when it's like, dude, you realize how easy it is to trim up a chicken breast and just slice it? Like,
For sure.
and it's so much juicier and fucking good. You know what his excuse was? It's really dry. And I'm like, dude, I'm the one that makes it on a daily basis and eats half of it. Like, trust me, it's not dry. But what would I know, right? What the fuck else did they do? Oh yeah, our head chef's fucking competent. I mean, I've already said that, but like every time he brings on a dish of some kind, I'm not some big top chef, right? Like I don't have 20 plus years like my fucking roommate does in this business. I have 3. I have 3 years in the cooking field. I know better and more than he does. I swear to God. Like,
It depends on the person.
the thing is he's been doing this for so much longer than I have, so you'd think he knows, and it
Yeah,
seemed
but some people just stick with it, and that's all they really give a shit about.
yeah,
He
right,
just
like
doesn't care.
And some people just don't care.
totally, right?
I'm not saying he doesn't care, but I'm just saying some people.
Like,
I don't know where I'm going with this, but
well, no, I feel you, I get it, you know, but like, one thing I've noticed is I know how he got the position he's in. I really do. He's a brown noser. He knows how to talk. That's about it. Cause like,
important skill. Yeah.
oh yeah, no,
Good for
seriously,
him.
considering where it's gotten him, I'm not saying I doubt his skill in that. It's definitely proficient. But I've noticed it because he holds on to the things that I've done, the very small one-off things that we've done together. Like so in order to try and relate to me, he will often bring up how we one time played Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Zombies, I believe it was. Was it 4? No, it was World War II. It was World War II. We did that one time, me and William, of course, you know, zombies is our shit. We fucking love playing that shit together. And so, go figure, we probably know how to do some of the Easter eggs and shit. So we were blowing his fucking mind. He's like, I didn't even know these were things, right?
Yeah.
And fucking, you know, go figure, he holds on to that. Whenever we talk video games, he always brings that up because it's the only instance of him ever playing that game with me. Ever. I also noticed we had this Jamaican girl who was visiting the U.S. For a while. She decided to work for us, right? She was just a dishwasher, nothing special, right? She was a cool person. I fucking loved working with her. She actually was a very good teammate to have. I always notice, while he does play soccer, every time he'd walk in, the only thing he'd bring up and talk to her with was soccer. He wouldn't talk to anybody else about it though. And I thought that was bizarre. I was like, why are you trying so hard to relate to this person?
Yeah, that makes sense. He
Right.
associates a singular item that he can relate to with one person.
And he fucking holds on with a bear grip, dude.
That's how he keeps track.
Yep.
Yep.
And like, no, and so there's that, right? So clearly brown nosing, right? He's trying to keep everybody, as his friend while he does whatever the fuck he wants, and he just collects that salary paycheck.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever mentioned, but a while ago, occasionally people forget to clock in or clock out. Shit happens, right?
Yeah.
So one time I forgot to clock off, and I shot him a text saying, "Yo, dude, I think I forgot to clock off. Here's my number for the clock-in shit. Could you check for me, right?" Not hard, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it was a simple request. So I did forget to clock off. And he asked me, "Do you remember what, time you clocked off at?" I'm like, "I do not. But this teammate, he clocked off maybe 5 minutes or so earlier than I did. So if you just match me to him, it'll be very close to my time." So
you could just say clock me out when he clocked out.
exactly. It'll be as accurate as it can be without checking cameras.
Yeah.
So we clocked out at about, I believe it was 12:30 or some shit like that. Maybe it was 11:30. You want to know when he clocked me off, when he changed my time to? He said I clocked off at 9 o'clock, taking off 2 hours.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
Excuse me, what the fuck? Now,
5 minutes.
right. Dude, trust me, my brain hurts thinking about that.
Oh, that's excellent.
And so, of course, the good news is one of the sous chefs who is actually, I mean, it's not that he's 100% competent, but he's at least trying, and at least you can talk to him and get, he's a way better person to work with, 110%. He worked that day, and when he showed up, he's like, we were still working. So he actually is a witness to me still, aside from the cameras, that, hey, I was still working at that time. What the fuck, right? So when he showed up, I'm like, "Hey, dude, can you fix that for me?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's not right at all. You were here still working maybe 20, 30 minutes after I started work. So what the fuck?"
I wonder what his explanation was.
I didn't confront him. I was like, "You know what?
Option A, he was trying to fuck you over, or option B, he genuinely thought you clocked out. Then
Yeah,
either's possible.
it's just, here's the thing, right? So the sous chef that clocked in, he showed up at 11 o'clock, right? We clocked off at about 11:30 or somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. The head chef knows when the sous chef was supposed to be there. And he could have been like, "Oh yeah, you guys were still here when he showed up." So it had to have been at least after 11.
Mm-hmm.
And he put me perfectly at 9 o'clock. So I don't believe that shit for one bit. Not to mention that a couple days ago, my roommate, he forgot to clock in. So he had to clock in and out immediately. So he was clocked in at 11:30, clocked out at 11:30. So he's like, "Hey, head chef, can you put me in at 8 o'clock? Because me and him carpool there, so we show up at the same exact time."
Yeah.
You want to know what time he had clocked in for? 11.
When?
11.
11.
So he
yeah.
worked 30 minutes.
Because he fucked off for 3 hours.
Yep, totally. 100%.
Apparently. Wasn't working at all.
So holy fuck, this place sucks.
I'm glad of the years I've been working as an hourly person. I've never had an issue like that.
No, dude,
never
you're
do.
so lucky. Dude, here is what is the best part about this entire scenario, right? It sucks. I hate that place. I wake up at 3 in the morning and I have anxiety attacks thinking I have to go there. Fun, right?
Oh, that's healthy. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't happen often. It's just occasionally there are times where I just lay in bed and for 30 minutes I'm just like, no,
hate your fucking life
fuck,
that you gotta show
God,
up.
no, fuck, right? The fun part about this summer, right? These shitheads have just ran this place in the ground. They have burnt out all of us. We all hate working there. We don't want to go in for extra days and help out. No, none of us want to do that shit.
Nice.
So many of us are jumping ship this summer.
Oh, you should. You should
Oh,
just
shit.
fucking all quit shit right at once.
You know what's perfect is that's exactly what's going to end up happening.
Hell
So
yeah.
so they have a lead line cook. She is leaving for another job, and they tried to bribe her by giving her like $20 an hour. Which here's the thing. Is it worth it? Sure, the money's nice, but the place isn't worth working for. They don't deserve us at all. So no.
Yeah, nothing changes. You're just still dealing with the bullshit. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it would be nice, but if you honestly want to tolerate it,
Like, listen, if you want to tolerate it, go for it. I understand that. I respect that grind, 100%. Right?
yeah.
But I don't hate myself enough to ever do that. You know?
Yeah, you could be doing anything.
Yeah, like, okay, so right now I'm making $14 an hour. You want to know what place starts you off at $14 an hour here? KFC.
Really?
I'm not kidding you. I saw a
They
sign
might-
today.
Oregon might have a higher minimum wage though too.
Oh, it does. Minimum wage here, I believe, is $10.75, and I could have sworn I heard rumor it was going up to like 13 something. But I don't know. I think if that's real, it's supposed to happen like in the summer, like June, July, or something. But then again, we got this whole pandemic shit, so who knows?
Yeah.
But so yeah, like just think about that. I've been at this restaurant for 3 years. I'm making as much as a starting person can at KFC. What the fuck?
Fucking KFC.
Also, by the way, me and my roommate have gone to KFC for the last 4 days in a row, and I'm still not sick of it.
Ugh. I don't know if I work there to get sick of it. That's for sure.
Here's the
I
thing.
can't work any food though, or I would get insane.
Honestly, here's the thing. I don't mind cooking. The hard thing is eating the food. Like, I don't eat a 10 barrel at all. Like, when I do get food, it's because it's like something that isn't even on the menu. Like, I don't know. 10 barrel food just. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't do it.
It wouldn't be the food for me. It'd be customers.
Yeah.
They could be beautiful customers, and I would still be uncomfortable doing it. I just hate dealing with customers.
Yeah, no, and honestly, fast food in general, like at least in this restaurant, I'm prep cook. We show up at 3 in the morning. We're out by 11 in the morning before we even open up. So like, it's tight, right? But like fast food, no, I don't like that shit. It's not worth it
plus you
while.
get the demographic that gets fast food every day.
Dude, Taco Bell was the worst about that too, because they'd have me scheduled for 5 p.m. to like 4 in the morning, which I don't mind that time, right? Because I'm fucking 21. Who cares? Which, speaking of being 21, I could go into weed shops and buy weed if I wanted to. Not that I really smoke, but still. Epic, right? Working at Taco
Wow,
Bell,
very cool.
Oregon, yeah.
right? You know what I'm saying? The one thing that I didn't like about Taco Bell was definitely the people that show up late at night, or technically early morning.
Yeah.
Because not only is Taco Bell the only place open till 4 in the morning, it's also the stoner and tweaker central for food. Like, every time. Now, some people that were all high and buying Taco Bell, it was really funny. Other times, this person couldn't sit still, and I was genuinely worried if he had a knife. Like, I was just sitting there, like, all right, here's your...
in the store or what?
No. It was just the drive-through. Because,
Okay.
like, drive-through is open all night, or until 4 in the morning, and then, like, dining room closes at, like, 9 or some shit. But, like, it was just, like, yeah, like, he never had... Obviously, he wasn't, like, showing any intent of, like, threat, but, like, he just was shaking and could not sit still. So I'm like, are you gonna, like, flip out on me and, like, stab my hand? Just take your fucking quesadilla and get the fuck out, right? Although there was...
You might have got fucking stabbed if you said that to him.
Yeah. There was one time this guy or this group of kids, they came in and they're like, "Do you accept tips?" I'm like, I mean, yeah, you know, if you want to give me something, like, you know, I'm not gonna say no. And they're like, because their friends were kind of being like, they weren't being assholes, but they were being stupid. And they're like, "Do you want a fruit roll up for dealing with my friend's bullshit?" I'm like, fuck yeah, I want a fruit roll up. It's like just dead ass middle of work. They gave me a fruit roll up. I'm like, tight. Working drive-thru, I got a fruit roll up.
That's fun.
Although,
The highlight of your whole fucking employment there.
yep, no, 100%. It's weird. I worked there a month, and there was quite a few moments that I actually genuinely enjoyed. That like that would be like, you know what, that wasn't so bad. Like 4 a.m. right before I'd clock off and we'd close down all the shit. I'd be like, hey, can I get a 12-pack of Cinnabon Delights, which are basically just like glaze-filled donut holes. Bro, that was breakfast the next morning. It was awesome.
Oh, I see.
There was one time when the dining room was closed. One of our coworkers, they were like, "Hey, can I order a pizza?" And they're like, "Fuck yeah, let's order a fucking pizza." So we ordered Domino's while working at Taco Bell.
Did you have to deliver it to a taco?
100%, of course.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, no, and you know what? It was fucking tight, honestly. Like it was cool. We even had ice cream and shit too at the same time. So it was like a little fucking pizza party in the middle of a Taco Bell, like fucking 11 o'clock at night. It was fucking awesome. And then I would say that people there definitely recognized, like, that was my first job, but they totally recognized that I was a competent worker. Like, seriously, right off the bat, one of the guys that were, like, around my age, that was, like, one of the managers, they're like, "I think you are the smartest fucking kid we work with." I'm like, what do you mean? What do you, like, why? I'm not really doing anything. Like, but that's the thing. You're competent. I showed you how to clean this dining room once, and you have never asked me how to do it again. You've done it perfectly fine, better than anybody else here, and I told you that once. I'm like, oh, cool.
That's the sad thing, Hunter, is that you would think it's so fucking common sense.
You would think. You
And
really
yet,
would.
There's so many people that you just couldn't under fucking stand.
Because here's the thing. Either they're too stupid or they just don't give a fuck. 9 times out of 10, it's they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but too little fucks.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get employed, you gotta get moderate fucks.
I say just do your job correctly. You don't have to be extra.
Yeah,
Just do what you were taught. Like, if you do that, then it's like, cool. While you don't go out of your way to help me, you at least do your job correctly. I can live with that.
hell yeah, Hunter. Let's start a business. We got this business model set.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, okay, so like 10 Barrel, for example. Nobody cares anymore, which I don't blame him at this point. We're all at that point of like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care if I mislabel a date. So what if I accidentally said it was yesterday when I made this instead of today? Darn. Oops. But like, beforehand, there were so many different like groups, like different like shifts that just didn't give a fuck. Like night crew, they don't care. They're full of these fucking tweaked out losers that are like my age, that are like, they have like 3 kids and live with their fucking mom or in their truck.
Yeah, no. Be glad you're not in their position.
Dude, that's the mind-blowing thing. I work with so many people that are like older than me by like 2, 3, 4 years, and I'm better off than them.
I know, and they're gonna be stuck in that rut for half their lives before they figure that shit out and be
God.
like, "Oh fuck, I'm 45 and I've been working at Taco Bell for 20 years."
Right. I don't understand how it's physically fucking possible. Like, dude, seriously, my room screams, well, first off, it screams 2 things. 1, I A, have money, which I don't, and B, pussy repellent. It's fucking pussy repellent. I don't get laid.
The fucking honesty.
Well, it's because I don't really know anybody. Also, because I'm not dealing with our age group. Our age group of people, we're fucking stupid. We're so fucking stupid.
You get gems, you get the 1%.
That's what I'm
After
saying.
the Cougars, dude.
Oh yeah, you know what's funny though? There's a truth to that. Cougars want young guys, and then young girls want older guys. It's weird, but it's bizarrely the truth. But that's like me personally. That's why I'm just like, you know what? I don't care about relationships. If I get a girlfriend naturally at some point, cool, fuck it, rad. If I don't, I'm more than satisfied doing my own thing. Because here's the thing, everyone. I've noticed, especially with our age group, and in fact, no, it's not even just our age group. It's any age group, any like generation. Especially girls, they're always so preoccupied with being in a relationship because they like. It seems like they really want to just feel wanted and desired. But it's so much better if you just work on yourself, make you such a stable human being, like that you can support yourself. It's such a satisfying feeling knowing that. And like knowing that like your money's going to you and that you can do whatever the fuck you want. And it's such a good feeling, but nobody seems to like recognize that. They're just like, fuck, I need to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. It's really bizarre. But like, I only noticed that because like, classmates, right? There are some of our classmates like fuck, oh my god, Tori, for example. Jesus Christ, she's in a new relationship like every fucking day, right? And it's always just as toxic as the last, I've noticed, which is weird. But then like my mom, she was in tons of relationships with me growing up. Seriously, of course I'm not really that surprised because she was 16 when I was born, right? So go figure, she's at that age where it totally is gonna happen. Only recently has she actually decided to marry like the last few and actually like start something. And granted, the last guy, douchebag, asshole, cheat on her, whatever the fuck, you know. But it was working out. And in this one, it even seems like it's working out even better. So, like, she's definitely hitting her stride.
Good.
Yeah,
Hopefully she can get satisfied at some point and she can actually experience.
Totally. I'm fucking stoked on that, dude.
Just being happy and not having to fucking worry about it.
I feel that same way, dude. Like, here's what I've realized, right? If you're happy with him and he's happy with you, cool. I'm happy for you. But at the end of the day, if he fucking cheats on you and you guys don't,
as long as it's no bullshit.
Yeah, like if bullshit does happen, you guys break up. I'm not getting in that. I'll sympathize with you. I'll feel bad, but I'm not involving myself. That's your business. You know, yeah. I'm not gonna let that bother. Like that. That's how I've taken the stance. And I honestly, especially if you have a parent that's like my mom in that sense, then I highly recommend just be like, you know what, that's your relationship. I'm sorry that happened to you. I really am.
Especially if she's had that many issues so far.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like I exactly right. But like that's what I've noticed. You know, like so like when I'm being honest about the whole like I don't get laid thing, it's like yeah, but I'm not exactly trying to. You know. Like I'm out here just improving my living stance, my money, my finances, everything. I'm just doing what I can to make myself a functioning, stable adult.
It's good. Get a name for yourself, but then make sure you do find someone.
No, totally. Like it's not
fucking lonely.
No, totally, dude. I'm talking to a girl. I'm just like I'm not really like trying to start anything. I'm just like, listen. I'm going to continue talking to you because I feel I should build relationships with people anyway. I should have friends. I should have tons of people I know out here, right? I should build that network of people that want to be with me and I want to be with them. But at the same time, I would rather just let it happen naturally. Like, I'm going to just be my normal self, which is just me being compassionate. You know, if you're my friend and there's something wrong with you, I want to hear. I want to talk. Like, what's up, dude? Come at me. What's your fucking problem, dude? Maybe I can explain it to you that, you know, makes you feel better. You're right, you know. If something happens with a girl and just because she's like, dude, this guy's fucking tight, then it's like, cool. If it doesn't, fuck it. At the end of the day, as long as I'm a good person, I'm more than satisfied with that.
All right.
See, that's another thing. Like Ashley Nedlin, right? She recently I had to be the guy to talk to her about like her relationship, and because I'm very honest, I will like, especially if you're telling me about your relationship and I hear something extremely stupid, like I'm like, why did you do that? I'll be honest about it. And for her, she's like, yeah, no, I genuinely needed to hear that. I'm like, well, you're welcome. I'm glad I could be that person. Like, holy, it's true though. Like especially if I'm like comfortable around, like if I feel like with you guys, if you do something stupid, I feel confident enough to call you a dumbass. You know, I'm not trying to be nice to you. Like it's like, oh,
yeah,
like
but you have a limit. You won't go to
right. No, I don't want to make you feel bad, but I want to be honest. Like my brother, right? I'm being honest with him. He didn't graduate from high school, so I'm saying like every time it's ever brought up, I'm like, Austin, you're an idiot. You have, I've diagnosed him with self-imposed retardation because so many. It sounds silly, right? But once I explain it, you can be like, yeah, you know what? That 100%. He drops out of school. He makes no effort to actually pay attention in class. So what happens? He doesn't know shit. I can't have an relatively intelligent conversation with him. You know what I mean? And so like.
What is it, a GED?
Right, that's all he needs, and I keep telling him, Austin.
You can probably do those online with fucking the shit out of
exactly.
it.
And I keep trying to tell him that. I'm like, Austin, just get your GED, dude.
Yeah,
because
super simple.
Because what I told him, like, Austin, you realize that jobs can outright reject you just because you don't have that slip of paper.
100%. Especially in colleges. Well, I mean, like, you can get into a nice, like, technical college without a diploma, but still, you want it.
Yeah, no, and that's all I'm trying to tell him. But I'm being brutally honest, and I want it to hurt his feelings because here's the thing. My logic is this: it hurts his feelings, and he finds it annoying, right? But if he wants it to stop, what does he do? Go get his GED, because then I can't say it, because then it's not true.
That's how you work with everything, though. Not just therapy for your brother.
No, I know. It's just with my brother, I'm like, there is a thought behind it. And like, okay, so like for example, right? I was traveling in the direction of the coast. I was going to Salem, right? Because I have a horrible addiction to spending money on video games to add to a big collection of video games that I intend on playing but probably won't actually ever play.
Yeah.
It's called
Okay.
it's called
That
a
sounds like an issue.
it's a mixture of hoarding and backlogging games that I really like but have never played.
Hey man, everyone's got their weird fucking issue like that though.
Right. And the thing is, I don't even think it's an issue. I genuinely
That's true. No, it's just a hobby for
Right.
you.
It's totally just a hobby, and honestly, I do intend on playing them. In fact, really, I do it with movies too. I want friends to come to my house and be like, dude, you got the fucking selection of games and movies. Let's fucking hook it up, right? Like that's really that's the end goal for me. So we were going to Salem because this guy was selling for $80. I bought a copy, I believe. From everything I can tell, these seem like original copies. They're not like reproductions of Super Metroid on the Super Nintendo and Mario RPG. Fucking tight titles for that console, and they're fucking awesome. And especially Super Metroid. I love Metroid, so I'm gonna go through that much traveling just to get the game. And while we were coming back, we passed a Washington Federal. Now, most people, when they look at that, you would think, yeah, that's probably a bank. My brother didn't know what it was at all. I was like, Austin, Washington Federal. Like, we just kept saying the name because the name itself, it's like Washington. Well,
Okay, were you in Washington?
no, we were in Oregon. It's just the name of the bank. And it's like,
Okay,
dude,
that makes more sense. Okay.
right. And watch, for all I know, I'm completely wrong. You Google it, it's not a bank at all.
Like there wouldn't be a Washington Federal building in Oregon. That'd be pretty fucking dumb.
Right.
But if it's a bank, that kind of makes sense.
Right, totally. So he doesn't know it's a bank, and we're like, Austin, the name Washington fucking Federal, dude. And then I can't remember why. Now this is a very jump from going to a bank to talking about this with my brother. I can't, for some reason, Saddam Hussein came up. Like
Okay.
I don't know why. I can't even remember why. But it was brought up, and my brother had no idea who that was. At all.
So Washington Federal is a bank that is based in Seattle, Washington.
Okay.
So they just had a subsidiary or just a branch off in
Okay.
Oregon.
Yeah,
That would be a very
makes sense.
popular bank.
but yeah, so I'm talking to my brother. I'm like, Austin, Saddam Hussein, Desert Storm, Iraq. Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It blew my.
You at least some fucking neurons in your fucking brain need to go, oh wait.
I'm like,
Before.
I don't know if you guys watch Count Dankula, but he did a fucking Mad Lads video on Saddam Hussein's son, Uday Hussein, because that guy's fucking crazy, was crazy. And so I even was like, Austin, he had a son, Uday Hussein, fucking psychopath. He fuck newlyweds wives the day they got wedded. Nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Not a good move.
Yeah, right? Holy fuck, that guy was crazy. And I'm like, nothing, Austin. He's like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm like, what?
But what the hell does he want to do?
That I don't know. I don't know. For the last year he hasn't been a job. He hasn't had a
We
job.
should bring him on the podcast and ask him. Special guest.
Special guest.
That
Very
that would be
Podcast,
we should definitely plan out one of these where we have him on.
we gotta have special guests throughout the podcast.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. We should
We can
definitely.
go Rogan and shit. But we gotta be impartial then, which is difficult.
I can't wait till special guest Barack Obama. Let's make him talk about bombing those innocent.
I just want to hear him say the N-word.
What?
That's it. There actually is a clip of Obama saying the N-word, and honestly, it's just really funny because it's like, huh. I don't think I'd ever hear Obama say that of all people. Yeah, that
Mr. Obama, we have this podcast with 5 viewers, which is 3 of us are actually part of the viewers.
Yeah, I don't know what if you guys are still
We wanna
viewing that
ask
like.
about this extremely confident. Fuck, I'm so tired.
Oh yeah, I guess it's almost midnight for you guys, right? Like, I don't know, like that, and that's why I'm so honest with him. Like, Austin, if you want me to stop calling you an idiot, you need to get your GED because then guess what? I can't say you're stupid because you at least got your high school diploma.
Or equivalent, yeah. It's something.
Well, yeah, it is just the equivalent, but you know what I mean. Like, that's all I'm saying because like I'm trying to be honest, and so that's why I think that's why some people rely on me as like the guy to talk to because they're like, yeah, I need to hear some like brutal honesty, and Hunter's gonna be the guy to deliver on that. Which I don't know. I never expected anybody to like rely on me for that kind of thing, but I mean, I'm glad to hear it. You know.
All right, Josue, lightning round with the fucking questions.
Yeah, dude. Turn that smooth brain into a fucking textured one. What's up? What do you got?
Big brain me, bro.
You guys ever heard of boomer hentai?
All right,
What?
next question.
Dude, it goes back to anime every time with him.
Yeah, what the fuck? Josue, we
Okay.
literally battled about this for 15
To
fucking
be
minutes.
fair, this one isn't actually about anime. The name just implies it is.
Okay, well, okay. When you say hentai, is it actually like hentai, or is it just the Japanese word for pervert that you're using?
It's actually none of those. It actually just it's about the implications of an animated art style.
What?
Okay, go on.
Okay, so you guys ever hear about these boomers going around?
Right, right.
Maybe.
Fucking Mrs. Hag. She would always,
Okay.
she would always bring up.
Oh, she's boomer status. She might be
No,
too
she
young.
is.
Is she?
Wait.
Who?
Yes, Mrs. Hag. She,
Oh,
in fact,
God.
because whenever you remember how everyone was like, "Oh, the boomer is just as bad as the N word," but it's like, dude, my teacher called herself a boomer like every 5 seconds. Like, what do you
Who
mean?
the fuck says that?
Oh, trust it.
It was the snowflakes typically.
Yeah,
Who
it
the
was.
fuck?
Trust me, it sounds stupid because it is.
They
I'm
were
not
okay.
making it up. I'm
I
not
haven't
making
heard
it up.
someone actually physically say that. I've heard online, obviously, but I haven't heard someone actually fucking go that it's such a derogatory term that you can't fucking say it.
And that's what blows my mind because every time I hear that, I always think of Mrs. Hag and how every 5 seconds she's like, "Yeah, I'm like some of the last of the baby boomers." I'm like, "What do you mean? You're only like."
She is not. There's so many.
Yeah, like every time she say that, I'm like, "What do you know what a boomer is? They're in like their 60s, dude. There's my grandma's 60. Like
It's
what?
a big boomer. They're everywhere.
Like yeah, like fuck. What do you mean?
But you know what's gonna be great? There's gonna be another boomer generation after this.
God.
100%. There's gonna be another boomer.
Oh, true. No,
But anyway, boomer hentai. Go on. You've definitely piqued my interest.
that wasn't a real topic. Are you fucking serious? You guys really want to hear about fucking boomer hentai?
Dude, I expected
Yes!
nothing less from you.
Listen, you brought up anime again. You need to prove to me it's not anime.
It's not anime.
You need to prove it.
Bro, give me a next fucking topic.
That is
Next
the
fucking
topic.
topic. Here
No,
we go.
no. If you're gonna leave it like that, then my conspiracy of you liking anime from the beginning of the podcast is true.
Oh my lord.
What?
Me doing this thumbnail as Goku painted on a taco shop is already bad enough.
That's amazing.
Hell
But
yeah.
but here's the thing though, Carson, you may cringe at the anime being brought up, but you know what? It's almost the end of the hour that we usually would cut this off. So if anything, we've come full circle. So
Fuck anime. I hate
conversation
anime.
has been achieved and
Anime can
fucking
suck me off.
perfected.
So, okay, let's just get this timeline straight. You start literally the beginning of the podcast was you guys bickering. If you play it back, it's literally the audio comes in and it's fucking Hunter ranting about something.
About
then
how
Hunter talks
anime.
about- I don't know, employing in
Yeah,
shit
then me and you had like a
for
legit
40
conversation.
minutes. And then I ask Josue, and he brings it back to fucking boomer.
I told you, dude. I told you.
I see how that makes me look guilty. I promise.
That's what I'm
Anime's
saying.
Gay. Everyone hates anime. Everyone should hate anime.
I'm not hating anime. I don't watch it. I don't hate it. But let's
Listen-
fucking talk about something else.
Listen, I beat off to anime more than I watch it. What?
Fair enough.
Watch whatever the fuck you want to watch. All
No,
right.
no, of course.
Well,
I just
I
love
don't know.
that we aren't even a big channel, but my conspiracy is already being proven.
I don't
Get
know
your
that there's
fucking
much of a
tinfoil socks
conspiracy
back
here.
on? Your fucking moisture wicking tinfoil socks.
Dude, listen. In these trying times, you gotta put on the fucking tinfoil face mask. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. That's gonna
True.
block 99.99% volt airborne
The 5G waves.
Not only will it protect
5G
against
death rate.
not only will it protect against fucking coughing and sneezing, your microwave won't give you cancer.
Dude, yeah, microwaves. Okay.
All those radio waves affecting your brain. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's the fucking 5G death race that's getting into Josue. Because there's
True.
5G where he is. They're all over the place.
They just built a radio tower
for
right
real.
outside of Josue's bedroom, and it just has a wire plugged into his brain. It's just
Yeah.
it's just
Well,
flowing in
hopefully you have
cancer.
You have that transformer station, which would be an absolutely horrible spot for 5G. Disregard that. They put fucking 5G death rays right there, and they're fucking blasting it right in your house.
I fucking hope though. It do be fast though, you know.
Yeah, you get that millimeter wave going through your fucking ear. Oh,
You know,
Mm.
you just reminded me actually. I wanted to say something earlier when I was solo playing Apex, and we were talking about my internet on like because like Carson was figuring out like like who's streaming, like how this all this shit was working, which I forgot to mention that at least to Carson anyway. So here in a week, so my grandma moved out last month, right? So we have internet until the 21st, and then it's canceled. Blah blah blah. We gotta get our own plan, right? Ben Broadband offers 1 gigabyte down.
1
That's
gigabit.
lit.
So
Yeah.
what's the price on it?
We haven't figured that out, but honestly, it's probably cheaper than what we currently would have because
If it's under $100, that's good.
oh
As
yeah,
long as your upload speed's like, I don't know, 10, 50, it's probably gonna be like 500.
oh yeah, no, even if it's a quarter of that, streaming is gonna be insane. Seriously,
Mhm.
like holy fuck. But like, here's the thing, right? So currently, my grandma, she has all these like different things. Like, so she had cable. She can also record her movies on there too for Hallmark because that's all she watches.
Yeah.
$144, including the internet and all these other little like devices and
Yep.
shit. Including oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
All
It's a fucking ripoff.
see, good news is me and my roommate, we're fucking big brained, right? We're just like, yeah, we're gonna get really good internet because while it might be expensive, let's be honest, we both have PCs, consoles, all this shit. The internet's what we're gonna be using the most. So getting the best internet, why the fuck not? It's worth it.
Hell yeah.
But also, we've decided we're like, one of us is gonna pay for Netflix, the other one's gonna pay for fucking Hulu, and we'll just make sure each of us has access to the accounts.
Okay.
Boom, fucking teamwork, wham bam, dude. Like fuck.
I know where I'm at, I have 1 gigabit offered because I have 200 now, but it can go up to 1 gigabit, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really interested in it because 200 is fine for me right now.
Well, right, because
I'm
like
not doing 4K 60 uploads.
exactly right. Are you even like? Would you even use it right now? Me, actually, considering we're trying to get fucking Skeleton Nation off the ground to some degree, any degree, it'll be really nice. It'll be fucking super useful.
Yeah, and the 10 up I have right now is just fine.
Exactly.
Especially for gaming and whatnot, and plus I'm hardwired right into my fucking router.
Same.
So-
So
That's great.
I mean that's the only reason why I'm able to stream right now. If I was using wireless, I probably wouldn't even try. I'd be like, no, I need to go get an
Depends on how
Ethernet.
shit your router and your wireless card would be. Are you on your desk? Do you have a desktop? What do you got?
I'm currently I'm on my fucking my $1,000 computer, and then the router is literally in the bedroom next to me. So like it's not like it's that far away. Like it's not like I have a weak signal. I would rather have
it
a
just depends on the hardware that's included.
yeah.
All right.
So I mean that's like the thing. Like so whenever we do stream, say if we're playing say Smash Brothers for example, right? Which I'm always gonna keep bringing that game into the mega mix of our games because seriously it gets views. I don't know why people. I can understand why people want to see Smash because honestly it's one of those games that's super competitive and fun to watch because you can see like chain combos and shit. And fighting games are fun to watch in general. Also because it's a game where it's like you can chain all these sick ass combos and you have easily recognizable characters from all sorts of games. Boom. The fuck was I gonna say?
I don't know. I was gonna say that my girlfriend got a Switch,
Nice.
so I can play Smash too. Except it's $60 fucking because Nintendo.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, so, I mean, yeah, game's $60. I mean, do I think you're wasting your money on it? No, honestly, it is a
No,
pretty
it's a
fucking
game,
solid
but
game.
Nintendo knows how to fucking profit.
Oh yeah, no, seriously, that's the one thing that I hate about Nintendo is like, even though no matter how long their games have been out, they probably will never go on sale.
Oh, well, maybe they might go on a brief sale, but it will be like $55, $50.
Exactly. Yeah, no, with Nintendo, you're paying full price.
Expensive. and having such a legacy, they can do that, and it gets a nice prestige to them. But it's still fucking annoying.
Although I will say this though, good news is a lot of these Switch games, like their main series titles, have been bangers, like Breath of the
Yeah,
Wild,
really.
Luigi's Mansion, Smash, Mario Odyssey.
There's a reason why they can charge still AAA prices.
Yeah.
Even though the games are old now.
Yeah, hopefully Paper Mario here in 2 months. I'm praying that game fucking is just killer, because that's another one of those Mario series that everybody loves, but the last few games were kind of fucking shitty. But what I was gonna say about Smash, I just remembered, was that, so say if we're playing Smash for a stream, while I'm streaming, somebody else, at least until I get this 1 gigabyte, someone else has to host the lobby, because thank you, Nintendo, you're the boomer out of the 3 fucking mega corporations of, consoles. It's peer-to-peer, not server-based connections. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So now don't get me wrong. Also, another dumb feature of the Switch, because so you can get an adapter for an Ethernet, and so when you plug it in, there's even an Ethernet logo that pops up over where the Wi-Fi symbol would be. So the Switch has Ethernet capabilities, but the dock doesn't have any port for an Ethernet.
The dock doesn't have a LAN port on it?
Nope.
That's pretty dumb.
You're fucking telling me, dude.
No, that would have been actually pretty cool.
Right? Now, of
Granted,
course,
the Joy-Cons are Bluetooth, so there's still some lag with that, but it's such good Bluetooth that it wouldn't be that bad.
yeah, no, of course. But yeah, it's just weird. But like, yeah, so like if you get Ethernet, from what I've seen, playing Smash isn't bad. If like me and you, if we all had our own Ethernet like just connection, boom, it'll work pretty fucking well actually. It's just,
Yeah, the Switch is just not a competitive console.
it's really not.
It's
Like-
really like you can put it on the fucking airplane and have a good time.
Yeah, no, I can play Skyrim and Dark Souls 1 wherever the fuck I want, and that's it's cock hardening.
Oh, man.
That's insane. Oh, not to mention The Witcher 3. Would I ever play it on the Switch? Fuck no. It looks like garbage. But it runs really well, and that's kind of the impressive part.
Is The Witcher on the Switch?
Yes, The Witcher
It is.
3 Complete Edition is on the
Really?
Switch. My friend bought it, and it actually runs really well.
Well, yeah, because they optimized it.
Well, right, because they dumbed it down, which I'm just impressed, really, because even after dumbing it down, it's still such a massive fucking game.
Dude, playing the fucking Witcher on a plane. Well, I guess you'd have to avoid some scenes. But-
Oh, you mean like the first
Fucking
5
just
minutes of the
bust it out.
game where you see fucking Yennefer's titties?
yeah, you're just
Like,
the
immediately?
fucking the bathtub and shit. Yeah,
Like-
it's been a while since I played it.
Yeah, I
So-
got pretty far, but I haven't come back to it. But what's funny is Josue's put in like basically as much hours into The Witcher as I have in Smash Ultimate.
So Ryan said Black Ops 2 is still $60. I'm gonna assume
It is still $60.
Yes.
which is
No, okay. Black
Oh,
Ops
okay.
1 is still $40.
why is it still $60 when there's no Oh, they might have added servers, independent servers for Black Ops.
I'm sure that's still going. People love Black
I
Ops.
think they have.
Maybe.
I feel like Black Ops. Well, because here's the thing. There was like I think Black Ops 2 was because okay, Black Ops 1. Everybody was playing that. That was the fucking best, right? Black Ops 2 came out, blew Black Ops 1 out of the fucking water. Like, and it still does. Like, whenever I like was on,
Oh, yeah, it's so good.
yeah, like Black Ops 2, somehow it's for out of like Call of Duty fans, even me, it's fucking perfect in so many like it's one of the best.
Not perfect, but it's just so damn good.
Well, right, I'm just saying like compared to the other like in terms of Call of Duties, it really is just the fucking top tier. And not to mention the zombies, I fucking love the zombies
Oh,
on that
dude.
game. Oh my god, it's
Zombies.
although I will
I don't
say
know,
this,
Black Ops 1 zombies though was really good. I mean, all 3 of them had really good zombies.
Here's what I do like though. What the fuck was it? Black Ops 3? Now, fuck Black Ops 3, but the Zombie Chronicles edition comes with some of the old school maps remastered and shit.
Does it? Oh, hell
Yes. So that's the only reason why I ever bought that game, because I was like, yo, William, we got Zombie Chronicles extra fucking shit, dude, I'm buying that.
yeah. Unpopular opinion, but I actually highly enjoyed BO3. I actually enjoyed its multiplayer too, but not everyone did. That's for sure.
I remember I enjoyed it to a degree. I
Pretty much enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed BO2, but BO2 has much more of a legacy to me than BO3 does.
right.
But I can't play either of them because no one fucking plays them on PC.
Yeah.
That's the sad part.
I do remember there is one game we've been planning to play at some point. Is we would love to get into like a fucking GTA 5 role playing server. Or like in fact, role playing servers in general, I think would be super fun. Because
Bro,
like
we should do Fallout 76 RP. It'd be lit.
mhm.
Fallout
Is-
76 and
wait.
Fallout 76?
Did Fallout 76 go free to play? I
No.
doubt it.
Maybe. I think so. I remember.
They had a free period like a
Yeah,
week
I
ago.
bought it for 60, and like 2 months later, it was like, we're going to phase 2. You could buy it for free.
I mean-
son of a bitch.
I mean,
bought this fucking game.
I'm not surprised because I'm like, in fact, even when that game came out, my first thought was like, oh, Carson, you poor fucking bastard.
I know. I played it at launch, which was cool, but it wasn't $60 cool.
Okay, right now it's okay. So you got Fallout 76 base game, I believe, is 30. Fallout 76 Raiders content bundle 20. Fallout 76 Settlers content bundle another 20. Okay, so they basically brought it back up to $10 more. Oh, Fallout 76 Transcendental pack another 20. Okay, my fucking god. Like, okay,
Nice, dude.
if the base game was free to play and then there was this DLC, I wouldn't
Yeah,
feel
I
so
know.
bad. But like, god fucking damn it.
Weekend deal. It is $29.99 instead of $39.99.
Oh my god. You know what though, Carson?
$40 for that game.
I feel like so far you're getting a better deal than I am. At least Fallout 76, you actually got the game. I'm still waiting for Metroid Prime 4.
Well, okay. Would it have been worth it to fucking get Fallout 76 or just wait another year?
Right. I mean, you did get fucked, right?
Dude, they could have fucking released it right now. Could you imagine?
Right.
Oh my god. The fucking fan base. But they can't predict that everyone's gonna be fucking stuck at home because this hasn't happened ever.
Right. But like, yeah, no, like you're over here. You actually got your game. They fucked it, but they fixed it. Or well,
Yeah, except I haven't played much of it because it's not
Yeah.
Fallout. It's not Fallout 3.
but me, 2017, they announced 2 Metroid games. One comes out. One's a sequel to the fucking Prime trilogy. Year after that, for the game for the 3DS remake of Metroid 2 comes out. It's awesome. It's fucking great. Metroid Prime 4, they release a video. Sorry guys, game sucks. We're completely restarting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One last thing about Fallout 76. The best thing about the launch is that they copy pasted the engine from Fallout 4. Okay.
Go figure.
Well, they've done it for all games.
All the bugs that they didn't fix, what the modders fixed. The modders had patches for Fallout 4. They fucking released it with the bugs. It's the best part.
That, you know what? That
It was
redeems it for me.
fixable. That the fucking enthusiast community could fix it, but Bethesda couldn't release the fucking game. Maybe because it was multiplayer and all that shit, but I doubt it.
God, somehow that redeems it for me.
It was so good.
But yeah, no. All I wanted to say was Metroid Prime was, oh, Carson, I don't know how much you actually follow Nintendo news at all, but we talked about this on the last podcast because they announced the Paper Mario game, right? Looks cool. I'm actually fucking hyped for it because Paper Mario is a really good RPG series. It's weird because it's Mario, but it's somehow so really fucking good.
What is it though? What's is it a side scroller or is it 3D?
So it is like it's not like side scrolling at all. Like you do have like 3D worlds, but the whole like thing is shit's made out of paper. So it's like it's 3D, but it likes to play on the elements of 2D, where it's like, oh hey, you're a piece of paper, just slip through the bars or something.
It's like artsy form.
Yeah, no, totally. But it's really cool. Like some of the games, like 1,000 Year Door for the GameCube, fucking amazing. Still haven't played it, but I have it emulated because I have a computer now, and I can run that shit in 4K. But
Don't nut.
But what was interesting about it, not only was the whole gimmick origami, which I thought was cool, the very ending, they showed Mario running around in a paper mache of Samus's helmet.
Oh,
Yeah,
that good.
that's what I'm saying, dude. Right now, for a while there, I wasn't lighting the candle, putting it out the window, just in case Metroid Prime news got released. But now I'm starting to leave a little candle out for Metroid now. I'm like, yo, where's that?
A little twinkle.
Yeah, just that
You
fucking
just have to wait till August for an announcement.
right. Just that lone light in the sea of fucking darkness. I will be the fucking beacon.
Ryan, I don't know if you're still watching, but I don't know how the fuck you've been listening to us fucking ramble on this long.
What does Ryan do? I don't like. Does he have a life? Does he have a job? Does he
I'm
do
not
shit?
saying you should leave. I'm just saying it's impressive, and I appreciate it.
Well, here's the well, no, totally right, 100%. Well, here's the thing though. He does know us, so it's probably entertaining because he's like, yeah, I know these fucks, you know. So like on some level, he like I'm
There's
sure
no way
it's
some
entertaining.
fucking random stranger would want to listen to this.
I don't know. I feel like some would. It's because like we're definitely talking about different things. Like for a while, it was a little bit of like the Corona like politics thing because it's all a very interesting topic, and like then we got into works like
But
place
it's
and
such
like
a hot topic for everything. It's been
Totally.
beaten to
totally.
death for months.
And then like eventually we swapped over to fucking video games or back to video games. So I mean like there are topics to interest people. But yeah, so like I saw that, and what's funny is nobody's really talking about that. Like everyone kind of brushed it off, but I'm over here like, no, I'm putting on the fucking tinfoil socks. That's real. That's something. They didn't have to put that scene in there, but they did it on purpose. They wanted us to see that.
Oh Jesus.
I mean, am I wrong though?
Gee,
I'm telling you, man, that
Probably.
tinfoil hat.
we need to have some talking points though.
What do you mean? Our conversation's baller, dude.
No, I understand that, but we need a little more structure.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't disagree.
honestly, I think the only issue is like, since there's not much time happening between these streams. Like, if we were doing just
Yeah, I know. That's why it's hard to keep it interesting.
yeah. So like me personally, if we were doing like the podcast segment once a week, which I don't think we should. I mean, we should at least try it, like doing it every stream. But if it was like once a week, I feel like we could just talk about the week's topics of like what's happened in the world, if anything at all.
Yeah.
I mean, we could probably just straight up make it shorter, like have a 30-minute hard limit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. No,
Or-
totally. Like.
For podcast. Well, you could have like a organized podcast for the first half hour, and then we pull all the fucking stops afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And just start
That
going.
would work.
And just let it roll.
Fucking boomer hentai and shit.
That's a really fun. I do love that phrase at the very least. Like
don't.
boomer hentai. Like I'm trying to think of it's like somebody's homemade porn of like Sailor Moon, because Sailor Moon's one of those really old animes. So it's just really old anime porn. At
It's
least
just
that's how
boomer artists being really horny and drawing really horny shit, dude. That's all it really is.
Ryan, you're in the exclusive club. You're part of the fucking OGs. Because once we have 100,000 followers, of course.
All right, motherfucker, bring that up one more fucking time, and
What?
bro, I swear I'm about to cancel this fucking podcast.
Are you gonna cancel it?
You can't cancel it.
Matt.
I'm literally the one streaming.
Or don't cancel the podcast. Cancel Matt. Fucking bring up some racist Twitter history.
See, even Matt believes
100
Josue
guys,
likes
nice.
anime.
100,000
don't like
viewers at
anime.
once at least too, and then we'll have it in the fucking millions afterwards.
Dude,
You know, I did see Attack on Titan once. That was pretty lit.
We're gonna get this fucking daily.
you
Wire
know
level.
what? I totally fucking forgot about that. God, we should see if the fucking fan game is still up and if it's any good or if it's still shit.
Oh, dude, we can do that the next stream.
You're actually like unlocking my fucking brain right now.
Bro, I'll write that down. Okay, this is lit.
Oh, and if it's shit, I wonder if there's ways we can go back to the like first few versions, because dude, I remember playing the fan game during Mr. fucking Martinez's home or fucking study hall. Oh my god. And we were actually like really good at that game too. Like after a while, that zip lining, it was like playing Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation. Like it just fucking came naturally. That shit was awesome. Fuck the actual anime. Where's that fan game at?
We need to go deeper than just, basic shit Pornhub, though. We need to fucking go get into
We talking like dark web shit?
some different search
Ryan,
engines,
why
yeah.
the fuck did you actually search boomer hentai on
You know what
Pornhub?
we're
You
talking about?
fucking what? The...
Also, are you gonna screen share what you find?
Oh my god. I appreciate the dedication though.
You know what? There's an opportunity.
Mad,
Oh, you guys can animate.
mad
that's
fucking
that's-
respect.
Get the wrinkles.
The fucking liver spots.
Get an old ass fucking Karen.
Get them saggy granny titties, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's funny, Carson. I'm actually the one thing I'm really stoked about with this whole Skeleton Nation shit that we're actually like, doing something with it. I'm thoroughly enjoying it because like I'm actually getting more into my art and actually drawing it way more often and actually like getting shit produced. And honestly, this thumbnail I would say is one of my most like best ones I've like drawn ones, in terms of thumbnails. Cause like it was weird because last night when I started drawing it, for some reason it was really easy to draw each of us as like worms. I don't know why. There's really no fucking reason for it, but it was really easy for me. And then like the way the missile actually looks like a fucking missile with a smoke cloud behind it. Like goddamn, this.
Yeah, with the 3 different grays. What's the background?
The background, that's just a screenshot. Like the only thing that I drew was the missile and the 3 worms.
The game?
Yeah, it's like just a screenshot from the game with a solid color of some sort. Because it actually, I like that it's red because honestly, it really makes it fucking pop. And then the border is just, I don't know, it's just kind of fucking there. Honestly, I don't know if we ever really figured out a reason for it being there, but we're just staying with consistency at this point. Also, I do think it kind of does like make it look good.
We need to pause again. Ryan's doing God's work over here.
Yeah, he is. He really is.
God,
He's putting in the fucking hours.
let me fucking look at this. So I checked for y'all. Boomer hentai is not on Pornhub. It's not on X Hamster or RedTube either. God,
Excellent.
it's like we have our own little like greasy unpaid intern. Because I'm not saying that he is greasy, but what you would call God's work, I would call greasy as fuck.
Yeah, it's mission work.
All I'm saying is I hope somebody searches on your IP address and just sees like boomer hentai.
Yeah, fucking Ryan's internet provider's just like, okay, how are we gonna fucking ad rep this shit?
No, Ryan, none of us are getting fucking paid.
No,
In fact,
but your fucking internet provider is getting that fucking weird statistics.
oh, fuck me, dude.
All right, Josue, what's another topic we gotta talk about?
God. You know what I would love to be able to do? I would love if there was some way we could do like, you know how like news reporters would do like, what is it? The fuck is it called? Like a news flash, and then they have like the basic bitch like news music, and I wish you could just like fast like hard cut to like Ryan sitting there just fucking hair all fuck because he saw some crazy shit, and he's just like, dude, what the fuck? And he's just explaining the situation like, guys, boomer hentai, it is real, it is here, is it good? Kind of.
Excellent bit.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like he just has a green screen behind him, and we just have a really basic bitch news report like behind him, chroma keyed in.
All right, so I found a random topic generator. Let's see how fucking bad this gets.
Hold on. Can we just acknowledge Ryan searching up VeggieTales on Pornhub?
What? And last night I was searching for
Yeah.
VeggieTales on Pornhub as a name, so I feel bad for my my ISP at this point. Well, okay, here's my question, Ryan. Why the fuck would you look at? See, here's the thing, Ryan. You say that with no real context. So as far as I'm aware, you're looking up some freaky ass porn.
That tomato was kind of thick, though.
Yeah, and they talked about God a lot. But all I'm saying is this: I beat off to hentai. You're googling VeggieTales. I'm more normal than you right now. What the fuck?
VeggieTales was like a Christian anime though.
Yeah, but he's searching it up on Pornhub.
okay.
So like, what?
It's
What?
anime, isn't it? Everything's anime.
Everything
Yes,
is anime
sure.
at this point.
That's right. We're gonna go fucking deep.
So Ryan, you
I
need to give us
am
like some
anime.
fucking
Sorry.
context to that.
Christian animated show. All right.
What if anime was real life? That'd be lit.
All right, I got a topic.
Imagine fucking cat girls.
Josue, I want your hot take on this.
Oh god.
What do you think of tattoos? Do you have any?
Tattoos are lit.
Are you referring to
I
the?
love tattoos.
Wait. Oh my god. Actually, that's perfect. Have you guys seen coronavirus tattoos?
I
Oh,
have.
dear.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
That's
There's-
the bad part about tattoos.
Oh wait, hold on. So Ryan, we have a news flash from Ryan. Back row. So I was zooming with my roommates next year and doing Disney princess quizzes while listening to silly songs with Larry, and somehow that was brought up. What?
Is your roommate's male?
I think he was just jerking off to VeggieTales. Not gonna lie.
You know what? Can I change the title of this video? Instead of worms dogfighting, Ryan jerks off to VeggieTales?
Let's not ruin our analytics.
Ryan, that's like the most basic shit. Okay.
One is male, the other's female. Nice, dude.
Oh, so it's gonna be a
Didn't
fight
it?
over dominance, right? I get you. But anyway, the whole tattoo thing, yeah, no. Some of them aren't horrible. Like, some of them are, like, just a virus, and it's, like, all neon colored and shit, but it doesn't even say Corona, and it's like, okay, that one's, passable. But then other ones are like, haha, Corona bottle with Corona little viruses in it. It's like, dude, that looks really fucking bad.
Alright. Fucking remember the code.
The males get. Oh my god, Ryan, you're in the fucking money, dude. You're gonna be in Poontown, USA. The male's gay and you're not, bro. Slam dunk that vagina, you know what I'm saying?
What?
The expert has spoken.
I just love saying stupid shit.
What did you?
All I'm saying though is Ryan did just kind of consent to the fucking title change. I'd prefer not, but if it gets views. See, that's an
all about
anything
the
for
views.
views kind of take, and I appreciate that kind of attitude, Ryan.
Bro, I'll suck
Alright,
at dick reviews. I don't give a
another
shit.
hot take. And this is again for Josue. Since me and Hunter have gotten a lot of talking, we're gonna get some Josue in this.
Okay.
Josue, what is the most overrated movie? At least
The
if
most
you can't
overrated
think what-
movie.
What is one you watched? It's the fucking just what the hell.
I'll tell you what is the most overrated franchise, and it's Star Wars. Are you fucking
Well,
kidding me?
currently, it
I
is,
was-
but-
I was
And I think it's always been Star
Yeah.
Wars.
I feel that same way, because here's the thing. Star Wars had a couple good movies, and now it doesn't.
Yeah, no, they should have had a good couple movies and fucking left it.
Like,
They should have,
And
but then
legacy
Disney.
as is,
okay, hold on.
and then-
Actually, it had a few good movies, and the Star Wars, the Clone Wars cartoon from Disney was really good, and that's like one
they
thing
shoulda kept
a
doing that
lot of
little
people
one
unanimously
but not
decide.
fucking AAA fucking big budget movies.
Yeah.
Honestly, the new ones wouldn't have been as bad if they didn't switch directors for the middle movie.
Oh yeah, no,
But
that's
Fuck it, whatever, dude.
And I haven't even watched the last one.
Apparently, it was really fucking bad.
yeah. Although I will say this about Star Wars, I'm glad to hear that something's succeeding, aka the game, because I know Star Wars can be good, so it's like to hear that the fucking Fallen Order, whatever the fuck, was a really good game. It's like cool. I'm glad to hear something Star
Yeah,
Wars related
it's great,
fucking
And
succeeding.
they can make fucking cartoons.
Dude, I'm
But
telling you, man, that I don't know. I don't even know if they could honestly bring back the Clone Wars series, 'cause that was really good. I don't know if they get the same like magic, you know?
Didn't they just have like a new season or some bullshit?
Are they still going? Am I wrong? Am I fucking?
There was some new
Am I smooth
Clone
brain?
Wars shit going on.
I don't
saw
know.
it on Twitter. That's all I know.
What's funny is what's funny about Star Wars is that me personally, I'm a huge sci-fi guy. I fucking love Alien. I love Metroid, right? And that's all like sci-fi shit. but I don't watch Star Wars or Star Trek. And the thing is
probably because it's too mainstream.
well, right.
Yeah.
Honestly, no one ever watched it with me as a kid. No one ever like introduced me to it, so I never really gave a shit, you know.
Yeah, that's also very.
But I watched a lot of the Clone Wars cartoon as a kid because it's on Disney, so of course I'd come across it. And I will say this, I can name one character that as a kid I was like, she's pretty, Ahsoka, and then the coolest character in all of Star Wars to me is fucking what is his name? Darth Maul. Darth Maul's the fucking coolest badass. He's not even the strongest
General
character.
Grievous, though.
Fuck General Grievous. He's a robot with 4 arms.
He was lit. He was like Cyborg or some shit.
No, I do like him to a degree, but like I don't know why, but like Darth Maul, he just fucking took the cake for me. I was like, holy shit, this guy's rad looking.
Okay, moving on. Another question for Josue. What kind of music do you like to listen to?
You already know this. It's
Ram Ranch.
It's shut the fuck up, bro. To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar is probably the greatest concept album ever made.
I need to get that fucking album.
Hip hop
Kendrick,
concept
what were you
album.
listening to?
What?
Fuck, I need to get that album.
Do you know any other artists except Kendrick?
Thundercat, bro. Thundercat's lit.
What the fuck's Thundercat? I gotta look that up.
He's a very talented bassist.
A bassist?
Apparently
Yeah.
Ryan likes to listen to
What do you
mariachi.
play for?
What the fuck?
Or is he just play for? Is he like contracted out to people or what?
No, he makes his own shit. But I discovered him through Kendrick Lamar. He's made a bunch of he's worked with Kendrick Lamar a bunch of times.
See,
He's
for
lit.
me
He recently released
recently,
an album.
nice. For me recently, I've just been listening to Tyler the Creator's Wolf album. I don't know why, but it's fucking, it just bangs and it's stuck in my head. So I listen to it aggressively like every day. Although I would say that if it wasn't any like mainstream people that like everybody fucking knows, I've been listening to fucking Run the Jewels a bit recently too. I need to get more of their albums. I need to get more albums in general. Especially To Pimp a Butterfly. I keep forgetting that one exists. Oh, Ryan believes that because Josue is Mexican, all he listens to is mariachi. You know what's funny though is I don't even know if it's being picked up on the mic at all. But so I cracked my window obviously because it's fucking hot as shit in here, and I thought, oh, it's gonna be dead silent. I forgot that it's raining outside. So while I'm talking, there might be like rain in the background, which not the worst ambient noise to be hearing. What is happening? Oh. They all left. What okay, cool. I was talking to myself for a while. Rad. What is happening?
Oh, am I back?
Yeah, what the fuck just happened?
That's what
Okay.
he said no.
Yeah, Discord just said no.
What? Okay. Well, what I said was, I mean, this literally just happened.
Same.
No, I was just reading what you put in the chat. Well, what I was saying was that when I opened my window, it was it's raining. It's not like thunder or
Yeah.
lightning or anything, but there might be a very light rain drizzle sound coming in the background of this video.
I like rain.
Okay.
Not the worst ambient noise that it could have been.
It's wet.
Yeah. In fact, honestly, it's probably calming for some people if it's actually being picked up.
You ever just sit outside and listen to rain?
Dude, that's
I'm usually working in the shop.
for me.
That's my fucking favorite mood, though. Oh,
Dude, I'm telling you, sleeping and you just wake up and it's like just still raining outside. It's so fucking
Oh, hell
calming.
yeah.
It's like it shouldn't be, but it is. Like that like rainy day gaming where it's like, oh, it's raining, windows open, you got that weird like wet outside smell coming in, which for some reason smells awesome, and you're just sitting there gaming, it's all cloudy and shit. That's the fucking atmosphere I love. I love that atmosphere. Thing is it almost never happens here in Oregon unless you're in Portland, because that's up towards Washington, and all Washington does is fucking rain. Well, especially Seattle.
Seattle's like fucking rain.
All right, I
central, dude.
got a question for both of you.
All right.
One at a time. You can't take fucking forever.
5
Right.
inches, and
So-
yes, I do know how to jackhammer a girl. What?
Hunter,
Like 4.7.
what is your top 3 must-have apps on your fucking phone?
What the fuck? Too bad Pornhub doesn't make an app, dude.
You think that'd be on the App Store?
No, see,
Apple,
Josue, here's what it
Fucking why not?
is. So 1, photos. 2,
Okay, no,
Bing.
you don't have default apps.
Oh,
Like you installed it from the App Store. Sorry.
okay, Calculator Plus, because it's a photo storage device that has a password. It's amazing.
Absolutely, dude.
It's absolutely fucking amazing. Bing. Holy fuck, Bing is amazing. And Twitter.
Bing?
Twitter, Bing, and Calculator Plus. Calculator Plus, password locks on photos.
Well, I
Bing.
never liked Calculator Plus because it never had support for GIFs, you know?
Right, yeah. Bing, pornography, and turning safe search off and privacy on. Bruh, that's the shit. And Twitter.
Reddit, dude.
Twitter's also just really amazing for porn as well.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Just use
Jose?
Reddit. You'll get everything you want.
Well, cause see,
Honestly,
okay,
just Reddit.
he-
It's an app for everything.
here's the thing, right? I only say that because I couldn't say the music app on my phone because arguably I have 600 songs on that bitch. So trust me, I'm using it.
What the fuck?
Dude,
Just get
okay.
Spotify.
no, fuck that.
Okay.
I just
Alright, well,
here's the thing. Spotify is nice. I get it. I prefer like not having to keep reminding myself, hey, there's gonna be an automatic payment each month. Can I actually like do that? You know what I mean? So I just prefer buying a song outright when I have the money.
That's fine.
Yeah,
You own it.
yeah, that's my
There's
own.
arguments for both of them.
Yeah, no,
Jose, top
totally.
3. Reddit's number 1.
uh,
Twitter probably.
well,
Probably Spotify.
it used to be Calculator Pro Plus, but now it's Photo Vault, private Photo Vault. It's lit.
Wait, what about Dropbox? How do you
Okay.
feel about Dropbox?
How many fucking private photos
Dropbox?
you guys got?
Nah.
Jesus.
Dude, do you listen?
You
I
don't
don't want
know.
to explain to a girl or any of my friends that for some reason glance at my phone and see hentai. Actually, no. Most
I'm
of my
sorry,
friends,
I guess I just don't have large albums of fucking hentai on my phone.
they're not called albums. They're called spank banks. Okay.
I'm sorry. God, don't hurt me.
It's whatever terminology you want to use.
Listen, at the end of the day, Twitter and Bing are fucking amazing.
You don't
Okay,
need much
so
more
you-
than Reddit and private Photo Vault. Let me tell you.
Private Photo Vault, Reddit, and
Also-
what was the last? Calculator?
No, I used to use that, but I'm telling you, it had no support for GIFs.
Are you not?
Kinda
I'm
sucks,
surprised
bro.
you're not gonna just say like Spotify, because I imagine you use that a lot.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, wait, do you use it more on your phone or your computer? Because I feel like
Phone typically.
okay. Because I was saying, like, I
Yeah.
imagine you're mostly at your computer at some point during the
I
day.
don't know if he's doing actual work, yeah.
The only part
Okay.
that sucks when editing is that you can't really listen to music, especially if you're working with audio. So that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
That really fucking blows, dude.
Yeah, but
Okay.
honestly, I just try to make the video funny because then I'm having a good time and I'm not thinking about like, I wish I'd be listening to some tunes.
Well, I'm typically not making funny videos.
Well, that sucks for you
Yeah, that does suck for me.
because your boy over
Really
here
bad.
doing
Alright.
that fucking grind.
Do y'all care about my 3?
I mean, yeah, you can. Yeah, no, go ahead.
I'm gonna
What-
include
I am
pre-installed.
curious.
That's not gonna be part of the 3 because it's pre-installed, but it's the podcast app.
Dude, that's
Essential.
amazing though. That really is. Well, because
Dude,
here's
I
the thing.
fucking use it daily.
It's one of those ones that you can delete, and honestly, like I don't listen to many podcasts, but there are a few that I'm like I'll fucking dabble in, like H3H3 podcast. I occasionally will hit it up whenever they're like their titles have something to do with like topics I've heard. I'm like, yeah, what's the deal? You know, like Joji being canceled, shit like that. And then the Sleepy Cabin podcast. Those guys are just really funny, and they're just a group of a lot of them are like animators and shit, and I just I vibe with that.
Yeah, so all the podcasts I could listen to on Spotify, but I just don't for some reason. And also they do updates slower. So like I will get the podcast faster on the podcast app than it would be on Spotify. If everything was on Spotify, I'd be using Spotify.
Okay, on Spotify, can you save the podcasts? Like download them?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can.
Premium, you can fucking do whatever. But it's just I could get them hours before Spotify could.
Yeah, and on top of that, you don't have to pay for
premium. It
premium.
really depends on how Spotify handles it and how the uploader handles it too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so number 1 is Spotify. Number 2, some kind of accounting app. I'm using Truebill right now. I use it all the fucking time. And then number 3, it depends on the day. iFunny if I just want to hate the fucking internet because I hate it, but I still go back. I don't fucking know why. Or Instagram where it's more pleasant because I find things that's more pleasant.
Instagram.
Just make the jump and get Reddit already.
I go on Twitter every like month or so, and I just remember why I fucking left it. It is so bad.
It gets pretty bad.
I think
it's really bad.
I don't think Twitter's bad necessarily. For me, it's Facebook. Facebook's the thing I fucking despise.
I can't stand it.
Because, like, there's so many hypocritical just retards on Facebook, and I hate it.
Dude, it's everywhere. It depends on who you,
it's just,
look at. But still,
it's like...
I can't stand it.
No, totally, right? Like, everywhere you go, there'll be hypocrites, right? But it's just, for some reason, Facebook is more aggressive about stupid people that are also hypocrites.
Because Facebook's the OG. It's got, fucking people that are still using Facebook were the ones that were using it right when it started. So you could just, oh man,
yeah.
I just use my eyes only on Snapchat. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
You don't have your fucking iPhone taking pictures of your iPhone? Well, you don't have an iPhone, probably.
So what you're telling me is you don't have a tablet of some kind or something that's just ready to fucking take a picture so that way nobody fucking... See... Ryan, you're what we like to call a simp.
Oh, Jesus.
No,
I believe it.
I just wanted to say the word because I think it's a funny word.
I do believe it, though. I think Ryan's a simp. It makes sense.
Are we going to spend this bit on why Ryan's a simp when he can't even be here to defend himself?
Yeah,
he can fucking reply to the chat 15 seconds later.
See, here's the thing about this stream. It's our platform, not his.
Oh, Jesus.
Who do you think is the biggest simp here?
Who's our biggest fucking viewer? It's Ryan.
Yeah, but at the same time, Ryan came in like quarter of the way through. Matt's been here since minute 1, so.
Well, we're kind of making Mappy here.
Well, yeah, no, he has fuck. What if he fell asleep? What if he fell asleep, dude?
That's awesome.
So he is a simp.
So
see, I knew it. I told you
that come upon your agreement. It's apparently other people too.
I'm in a group chat called Ryan is a simp, so you know it's normal. See, Ryan, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Okay, next random topic.
Word.
What's the best thing about living in your city?
Dude, Taco Bell's everywhere. I don't have to drive 2 hours to go to a fucking Taco Bell, and that's awesome. Because here's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's Taco Bells where I am, too.
Well, right. It's just like, well, back in like Barron and shit, that was the fucking worst.
Well, yeah, you'd have to go to Eau Claire. There's 3 Taco Bells in the Eau Claire area, but that's in Eau Claire. This way, if he wants Taco Bell, he's got to come to Eau Claire. Or drive over.
Why would I want Taco Bell? Taco Bell actually sucks.
Okay, first off, you fucking blasphemer. Have you ever eaten their fucking chicken quesadillas? Holy fuck, dude. It's some good shit. Although, I will say this. KFC beats them because of only one reason. Hold on.
No, you can't compete KFC to Taco
Bell. No, hold on. It's the only thing that's similar between the two. So, they both have their own... Well, Taco Bell used to have... So, Baja Blast was like their limited edition soda, whatever the fuck. KFC has their own Mountain Dew. It's Sweet Lightning, and it's Mango Mountain Dew, and holy fuck, it is so much better. It blows Baja Blast out of the fucking water, dude.
Mangoes are lit.
It's
I like mangoes.
so good.
Yeah, but you can't really. Okay, you can compete Mountain Dews. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it
no,
can't be
I'm not
more expensive.
right. I'm not comparing food. Food is vastly different. But like,
Yeah.
oh my god, that fucking Mountain Dew. It's the whole reason why I want to go again tomorrow.
Okay, moving on.
I'm just saying,
So
dude.
what's the best thing about your city or where you are?
Nothing?
Everything sucks shit.
Yeah, I was
dude.
gonna say.
The internet's slow. I struggle to run the radio every day. I have to drive fucking
Okay, not
100
your
plus
life,
miles
not
to
your
go to my
life, where you
job.
are. Okay. That's why you moved to a city. It's not bad.
Yeah, I should move to the city.
And rent's pretty cheap where I'm at. So
You know what? You know what? Speaking of rent, right? So one thing I've noticed is that if I were to spend like 2 more years here and just save every fucking penny, I could go back to Wisconsin and buy a house. What the
oh yeah,
fuck?
for sure.
Yeah,
can get
you
a
probably
nice
wouldn't
place
want
for
to do that though.
$250,000,
No,
like,
I-
nice, and that's with land.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't like Wisconsin, so no. But fuck me if it's not tempting.
Yeah, you got to deal with the winters though and the people.
Yeah.
The lack of shit to do, probably too, right?
All right, I don't know if we can come to a unanimous agreement about this question. Would you rather be rich and ugly, or poor and good looking?
Dude, rich and ugly.
Rich and
automatically.
ugly. What the fuck?
100.
Fuck what I look like.
Here's the thing,
So
right?
easy.
Yeah, I don't care what I look like, but at the end of the day, if I'm ugly, that's one thing. I'm still hygienic, and that's what I truly care about at the end of the day.
Yeah, true. That's highly appealing.
Because,
in itself.
oh yeah, no. Because here's the thing. If I'm ugly and rich, guess what? I'm still gonna get pussy. I'm rich. Who cares? Oh, seriously, that alone, that's dude. It's a chick magnet. It really is. But also, like I said, you know, as long as I'm hygienic, fuck, cool.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter then. You can't be that bad. Would you rather be homeless for a year or be in jail for a year? Oh, I don't know. It depends on the jail. If it was federal, hell no. But maybe something local. But
Well, it is jail. It's
I don't
not
wanna be
prison,
homeless.
so.
That would suck. Especially in Wisconsin with the winters.
Yeah, but I would take the jail time because like I'm not homeless, and in homelessness you got to deal with like weather and all that other shit, and honestly,
Yeah, no, jail. It would
and
just be
food.
A really awful fucking vacation.
Yeah.
Really, really awful.
Mhm. God,
Josue,
these
what would you
fucking
pick?
poor homeless people. That's fucked up.
Yeah, no, it's not a good situation. Moving on. What is the longest that you stayed awake for?
Long. I don't know. I've gone like 24 hours, but that's not really
Yeah, I
anything
don't know,
special.
24 to 30
24.
hours. and
There
that's
you know what?
fucking
There
bullshit.
was this one time with work that I fucking exhausted the shit out of myself. So I get up at 4 in the morning, right? Go to work at 4 o'clock, start my shift. I end at like 10 o'clock in the morning. There was no dishwasher, so my sous chef, he asked me. I could say no. I didn't. He asked me like, "Hey Hunter, would you work a double?" So I worked from 4 in the morning till like 5 in the afternoon.
Oh,
Mm.
do you have a lunch in there? Or...
Yeah, no, I get a free meal.
No, but is it a paid break or unpaid?
Oh no, paid break. We have a 7-Eleven. I just walked across the street. Like, listen, guys, if I'm gonna do this, I need to go to 7-Eleven. I need to get some fucking
But
like
you
a-
just,
like an
you
energy
stay clocked
drink.
in and you go fuck off for a little bit, or what?
I don't have to clock off at all because it's
Oh,
literally
really?
okay. So it's right across the street, literally.
Yeah, but like some businesses is like if you fucking step outside or have
Oh,
thoughts
yeah,
about not
no.
working, you gotta clock out.
Well, because here's the thing. What the fuck was it? Words. We don't really take breaks ever because it's such a we're a restaurant that's so busy, so it's kind of hard to fucking take breaks and actually, you know, properly. So they just like, hey, if you feel you feel like you're caught up and you have a few minutes, just go sit down, take a break, go for it. So really, just every now and then you'll be like, yo, can I go to 7-Eleven real quick? It's like, yeah, you got like 5-10 minutes, go for it. And I'll like pop by, get like a bag of donuts and like a coffee or something.
That's the most Hunter shit ever.
Yeah, but it's
Like,
honest.
donuts and a coffee.
Here's the thing though, if I'm
Understand.
washing dishes in the morning, donuts and coffee, it kind of is
Oh,
like
hell yeah.
it's kind of the combo, you know. Like I'm not even a big coffee guy, but dude, as long as it tastes like French vanilla, like that, I'm there. So I mean, I don't think I've stayed up very that long, but I have exhausted the fuck out of myself from time to time.
Well, I think we all have.
Oh, that that reminded me of. So there was another time at work. Again, I'm just because I'm a nice person and I like some of the people I work with. It was my day off. Stayed up till midnight. Went to sleep. Got a call at 1 a.m. or at 3 a.m. saying, "Hey, I'm by myself and I desperately need someone to come in and help me." I'm like, "Fuck. All right, I'm on my way."
That's how you get fucking brownie points too.
Well, no, totally. I mean, yeah, now that guy's my fucking roommate now, and it's tight as fuck over here. Here's the thing, though.
You're a little too close.
Well, it's not my room. It's not the sous chef. It's the prep lead. So it's a completely different person and
So
not.
he would be your supervisor, or how does that work?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
Like he essentially just runs the show before managers get there for prep. Like
I see. So if there's a fucking issue that the managers have, they go to him, and then he's like,
yeah, like if they're like, hey, these guys need to hurry up, and they're like, hey, can you talk to your guys? It's just like the
How many
manager.
employees is there
Do what?
at that one specific spot?
Yeah. I don't fucking know.
Is there like 10, 20 more, or
Oh, like how many prep cooks?
well, like, how many people are working at that establishment?
That is a good question. It's a lot.
Okay.
It's
Oh, is
it's definitely a lot. We're like, okay, we're not that big of a restaurant, but we definitely employ a lot of people because
I see.
like okay, here's one thing I really hate about Oregon is as a kid type place. Nowadays I still love it, but it's very Californian.
Well, yeah, it's fucking
Yeah.
California's sister, and
I
that's
know.
not a good thing.
It fucking makes me sad because here's the thing: Bend, Oregon now, it's just fucking micro brew, like lumber sexual looking motherfuckers. Dude, I'm not.
That's the whole West Coast, though.
I know, but I know Bend specifically wasn't that fucking bad, but now there's so many bar and grills that are just we make our own beers. 20% of them are IPAs.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, dude. It's not even good beer. It's shit. I've tried so much of it. Like, just tried it. And it's fucking garbage.
That's something about Wisconsin is we don't have people like that, except the few that's up.
Well, yeah, because it's all just
Other
rednecks that think ice fishing
Yeah,
24...
and I don't know which I'd rather take, honestly.
Right? Because all it is in Wisconsin is fucking rednecks that drink basic bitch beer that they picked up at a gas station, at Quick Trip specifically. And
It's fucking annoying.
and like all they got to do out there is fucking ice fish 7 months out of the year.
Yeah, and then when they're not fucking ice fishing, they're just being retarded.
They're just out in their fucking four-wheelers. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
All
God.
right, moving on. Josue, we're going to start off with you because I know you were going to love this. What is your favorite thing about winter? Absolute favorite thing. And then follow that up with what is your absolute worst thing? You can't just say winter is your absolute worst thing. You got to say what specific part do you hate the most. But first, what do you like?
I like the winter aesthetic. You
It's
know?
beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah, on certain
100%, dude. Because like it could be white, but then somehow like the sky and shit like that almost makes it like a tint of blue. Like it's weird.
Unfortunately, that's kind of the only thing I like about winter.
Okay, what's
Other
your-
than that, it sucks shit because no one wants to like do birthday parties or like quinceañeras or anything.
That's the
Oh,
worst
it's like
thing. There's no
businesses.
business.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no fucking business, dude.
All right, my
What the fuck?
favorite thing. Oh boy, I love winter. I don't love it, but I highly like it. It is really pretty, but I really like it when it just fucking dumps snow, and then it just becomes sunny, and you look outside, and you're just like, holy shit!
Just
There's
fucking
so
blinded.
much snow everywhere.
Mm,
I like that. Okay.
mhm.
Oh man, I was gonna say something else. Okay, and another thing that I also enjoy is when you get in your car and you're driving through the snow and it's just super quiet because like
Oh,
say
dude,
it's like
that
a
shit's
snowstorm or
eerie.
something, and it's just a different fucking atmosphere because you don't have a fucking road reverberating at you. You got fucking snow.
Dude, okay,
It's just quiet.
I had an experience like that. Like, so it was, I think it was earlier this winter. It just fucking pissed snow. Like, it was aggressive. It was foggy. And, like, it was like some Silent Hill shit.
Yeah, it's
And-
just eerie quiet.
Dead silent. You heard nothing. I'm
That's
just
the
sitting there. I'm like, yeah,
Okay,
no. I'm like sitting there. I'm like, yo, this is the start of the movie where I get fucking stabbed. What the fuck? And
yeah, by some stuff.
wait, I'll quickly bust out like what I like and hate. So what I like, honestly, I love winter. It's definitely one of my like favorite times of the year, just because like there's aesthetics. I think there's tons of fun snow activities in general.
Yeah.
Also because I have fond memories of it, of like winter survival and shit like that.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I really hate is when, especially in Oregon, see in Wisconsin, it might piss 4 feet of snow, but people know how to drive in that shit for the most part.
Oh, I bet.
Mm.
Or
Over
going
there. Oh.
Nope. 2 inches of snow and I see a big ass truck crash into a big ass Jeep.
Really? Yeah. I don't know.
It's-
People are fucking good at fucking ice. and
Yeah,
snow down
and then I'm over here. I'm like, I just got my license like a little over a year ago, and I only have had my car for like 7 months, and I'm driving better than you. What the fuck? So another instance of that whole like eeriness. So that same day when I was going to get my fucking Super Metroid copy, on the way back we were going through the Santiam Pass. So it's all these curves and winds and shit in a huge forest. I
Is it
mean,
like an elevation change or is it just a forest?
yeah, it's definitely an elevation change, but it's also like very windy and like
Yeah.
up and down. Like it's crazy. It's a
And
huge
if you fly
ass
off, you're
forest.
gonna hit a fucking tree.
Yep, completely. And it honestly displays what I really do love about Oregon. I think Oregon's a very, very beautiful state.
Yeah, it's just like California, except it's just fucking awful.
Except we have a slightly less amount of Californians because obviously where are they all at? In California.
Yeah,
Just some
true.
trickle out like douchebags. Stay in your fucking state. The place sucks.
Yeah, don't go to Texas. Don't go to Oregon. Stay in fucking
Stay
California.
in California. That's why that state's so fucking
Dickhead.
huge to contain you. Let's just
Okay.
build a wall all around California.
And hopefully the Andreas fault line could fucking just kind of drift him out the sea.
But like on the way back, right? So it started to rain. It's nighttime at this point. The rain got so aggressive it was hard to see. I was going by like the poles with the fluorescent tips. I was going with the curvature of that and still knowing like I could feel like I was still on the road. Then it started to snow and get really foggy. I'm not kidding you. I looked at my friend in my passenger seat. I'm like, listen, dude. If fucking Pyramid Head walks out of those woods, I'm crashing the fucking car. No hesitation. I'm out. Like, because it really fucking was just Silent Hill-esque. Like, holy shit. Before we start any other next topic, in about 8 minutes we will have come up on 2 hours of this podcast segment.
Yeah, we'll have to wrap up.
Do we want to call this?
Well, I need to add what I hated about winter.
Go
My
for it.
absolute
Totally.
worst fucking thing. The worst thing is when it like rain freezes, snow. It's like you got your hot windshield and you go fucking your car cools off and it just gets a bunch of moisture on it and it gets like this fucking permafrost on it and you could
Yeah.
not get it off.
Yeah.
That I hate. And it's usually fucking cold and awful and you're sitting there and you're just like, this shit will
Yep.
not come off.
Yep, like no matter what you fucking try.
You just gotta fucking hack it. It sounds like you're fucking just cutting holes in your car,
Yeah.
but you're just literally just scraping your window.
Yeah, I don't like scraping windows in general. It's like, dude, fuck off. I need to go do shit.
Yeah, you have better things to do.
Yeah.
Be cold in your car.
Well, all right. Do we feel like calling it here?
Yeah, that sounds fine to me.
Let's call it.
Also, rate
Brother.
the podcast.
Huh? What am I doing?
Rate the podcast.
10 out of fucking 10, dog.
Mm,
I think Ryan left us, so he can't rate us.
God
you know,
damn
I'd call
Ryan.
it a good old 14.
14. Let's give it a 4. But alright.
That's solid, 100%.
Just a 14.
Room for improvement. Y'all have to message me at some point when you want to do this again.
Yeah, I mean, our plan is Wednesday, probably around 6 o'clock my time, which is 8 o'clock your time. So that'll be the next one if you want to join in.
I'll work till 10 on Wednesday.
Okay. Well,
don't
wait.
know.
By
We
then we'll
still
be.
have 2 hours. He could join us for like
Yeah,
the
I don't
secondary
get home
game.
at 10:30. I'll probably be ready at 11.
You could probably at the very least just join the podcast segment at that point.
I
We
can
could push
leave
it.
for
We could
my-
push it that hour, Hunter, that you wanted to push it.
You're right. We could go later, but the thing is I work at 4 in the morning.
That's probably not ideal for you then. Yeah.
6:29, 4:20. Okay, that's pretty accurate.
In fact, honestly, we probably want to do it earlier in the day anyway, because of that factor.
So it's either we do it before 2 o'clock or we do it after 10 o'clock.
Let's see, 2 o'clock your time. Well, that's noon my time. I don't even.
New Year time.
Yeah, and I might still be at work because, yay.
And that's me like getting ready to go to work too. So
Yeah.
So Wednesdays probably don't work for Carson. So that would just really be a me, Hunter, William shit.
and
But
then
what about
next
Fridays
week
and
I'm
Sundays?
busy. So I'm working.
Hmm.
But Thursdays I'm available. But I don't think you guys are doing stuff on Thursdays.
I think William is.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Is William busy on Thursday?
I don't know that he's busy this late is the only thing. We'd have to talk about.
Well, all right, guys. If for some reason someone made it this far, thank you. And if you enjoyed our content, hit subscribe. As you can tell, we don't know when our schedule is going to align or work out or what's going to be official for us. But that's why I recommend hitting the bell, just in case, because if you did enjoy this quite scuffed stream, I would say it was scuffed, but we pulled it out. We pulled it out of our ass. It worked. But yeah, if for some reason you enjoyed this, subscribe, hit the bell because we don't have a schedule, and yeah, we'll see you guys later.